Lunch was finished, the wind had picked up, and we had to cross the lake to get back to our campsite. The mast, well, it was kind of high, it was a little bit loose, it leaned over during the transit of the lake. We had to attack the waves at about a 45-degree angle. The mast kind of leaned a bit more to the right and a little bit more to the right, and I got really quite nervous. It was hard work crossing. It took us close to an hour, and I was thankful we got to the other side.
Yeah, see, that's a mating call there. We're working our way slowly back to our base camp against the wind, and we stay close to shore, and every once in a while we duck into a point of land where there's an eddy and take a rest, and then pretty soon we duck out into the wind and get into the next bay, working our way back to camp.
Self all along anyway.
Well, there's our island, and in behind it is our camp.
Better know me by now.
I just thought that was a pretty nice scene.
Cheers. Another good day.
On trips with Chris Cooper, you really rough it.
The Chilco Lake area has been recognized for a long time as one of the most beautiful mountain lakes and mountain environments in British Columbia, and perhaps even in Canada. It's the highest lake of its size in Canada, and it's been now protected as a park and given the name Silos. The next day we went to Burnt Island, about a kilometer north of our campsite. It had a permanent campsite of some type established by the native people of the area, and we weren't really quite sure what it was used for. A beautiful, isolated island. Now, I was told there were fish in that water, but I fished, and I fished, and I caught one little one I let back in, but that was it.
Saturday, August 24th. We're heading north on the lake today. We have spent 5 nights here, and now we're loading the canoe up. And we're going to head off. So, here we are. Almost 10:30. We've just left our campsite, and we're about to pass Burnt Island. And
You got your sun hat handy, Barbara?
Chilco Lake is as smooth as glass.
No wonder you're getting sick.
And there's Bob the botanist, and one of the official photographers of the trip.
Island in as well, Keith?
Elkie.
That'd be great.
Hey.
These 2 peaks are at the mouth of Franklin Arm on the right side. On the left is Teletotes Tower, and on the right is Silo. And it's looking at Franklin Arm. That's looking south from where we've come.
Beeman Point over there. Actor ready?
Go!
Action!
Oh, here's your delicious lunch, prepared by Barbara and Tiffany. Enjoy.
One plate for each of us, right?
Cruising down Chilco.
binoculars too far away, Bob, we might think we see a bear sometime. Well, no, an ancient.
Almost like a circle.
Yeah. And how often do you see that?
We're trying to figure out what those things are up in that valley. They appear to be rocks, but unusually colored and unusually situated. Chilco Lake Mystery. We sailed into Nehemiah ostensibly just for a bathroom break, but the group has decided to spend the night here. I think the outhouses had a draw, and then do a day trip tomorrow. Had a wonderful, exciting sail from Franklin Arm with a following wind here. 2-foot swells. It was exciting, but the canoe is very stable, very safe. Okay, Bob, we just sailed in from the south end of Chilco, and we've decided to spend the night here. What are your thoughts?
My true thoughts?
Yeah.
I would like to have gone 1 hour more. Well enjoyed it.
Well, it's 10 after 6, Saturday the 24th. We've decided to stay here at Nehemiah rather than go on. Only to find out that Chris's brakes are seized on his truck. And we had to use Roland, who's the park operator here. We had to use his truck to take the canoe out.
Being so far away from civilization and its air pollution and light pollution, we were able to see a lot of stars during the night. And the sky was clear enough that with binoculars we could pick out the Andromeda galaxy really quite easily.
There's a job for you. Yep. Water. You take the container and I'll pump. Yep, I need a big strong man to lift it.
I haven't even eaten yet.
Nobody's eaten yet.
Nobody's eating, you're not going to miss.
I haven't even eaten an orange.
Wah. This one.
It's Sunday, about noon, and we're paddling from Nehemiah, where we camped, and we're heading over to the west side of the lake to some special places. A few white camps, got a 1-foot swell, and it's a glorious day.
Go away, Keys. Told Keith to go away. Oh, I'm seasick. I'm leaning over the boat.
Oh, well, as I said, he's taking pictures for a dentist. Or for the plastic surgeon, you know. I finally think, my God, we should be going.
The Big Lagoon.
That's all dirt. Full of rocks. It's got weeds. Don't like weeds. It's not going swimming here.
Here's your tickling weeds.
It's a big lagoon. And we came in through that opening.
We were heading for Honeymoon Point for a late lunch. Wind was picking up. One of the very nice things about a trip like this is the ability to just sit around, enjoy the scenery, and have the time to soak it in. We were going to have to paddle back against the wind towards that narrow, thin, dark point of land, and it was late afternoon. A last long look at Chilco Lake. Our drive back to the Elkin Creek Guest Ranch.
This is roughing it. Steak.
Doesn't this look good?
No, we eat right here.
And so ends our trip to Chilco Lake. A little luxury and a little adventure. And a lot of good scenery.